Hi guys, my name's Seb Tudor, I'm the man on the Silver Mountain and welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about romance. Mostly because, as I've been doing all of these dating videos, romance is one of these things that often gets brought up to me. You know, Seb, your ideas aren't very romantic. Oh, they're all so mechanical. Where's the romance? Well, simply put, the romance that you're looking for is Disney movie kind of classical romance, kind of prince on a unicorn riding to save you from whatever and ride you off with you into the sunset for a candlelit dinner on a boat or something. You know, it's a completely unrealistic and ultimately non-existent form of romance. You know, there are very few people that have the resources or the capacity to even offer that once, let alone like every day. Because think about it, those things that you have got that idea of romance from, those movies, those books, those things that you have seen and just pulled in and gone, that sounds like such a nice idea. All of those things are snapshots. Yeah, a Disney movie. What's the timeline of a Disney movie, for instance, with its ideas of very classical romance? You know, Cinderella, for instance. Yeah, what's the snapshot on that? What, a couple of weeks? Yeah, you're seeing Cinderella's life over a few weeks, at most. Yeah, she was miserable before. She had a shit time. Magic happened. She met her true love randomly. Went away. He found her again, and like that's over the course of literally a few days that you see that you observe that, and you take that idea away. You know, love at first sight. I wouldn't discount it. It's we make very quick kind of blink, moment to moment judgments all the time. Our brain usually making them before we even realise that we've made them. There is a great book called Blink, about kind of split second decision making and so on, which I highly recommend. I read it a long time ago. Very worthwhile read. But that love at first sight, I wouldn't discount it. I would just say that it's probably quite rare because you'll have that momentary kind of click with someone at range, and then you'll potentially interact with that person, and it's just gone. It's a very potentially very transitory thing. So there's that. But Seb, in the past, you've said that just because love is a chemical illusion and we're all just sacks of flesh can be easily quantified, that you need to that doesn't invalidate romance at all in love and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. But you have to have a realistic view of what that romance can be. Yeah, my girlfriend, can I have a romantic time with her over a meal, or when we go out shopping, or by taking a little bit more time out of my day to make sure that she's all right? Things like that. Can I be romantic and soppy and whatever else over just some of the things that I say about taking some time out of my day to make sure she's okay, or by doing something extra for her? Yeah, I can. Does it have to be a grand gesture of love? No, it doesn't, because often those are so impractical and pointless. If you're doing that specifically to propose to a person, then fine, I can understand it. If you're doing those every day, then you're gonna, your other half is gonna get desensitized. The big gestures are gonna have to continually get bigger, and it's gonna be pointless. You're gonna reach the end of your tether on that, just on resources alone. But oh, I got something in my eye. Oh. But with those kind of things, you've got taking that time, making sure that people know that you're thinking of them, that you're looking out for them. Those can be romantic moments as much as any grand sweeping gesture, and potentially those little moments that let your partner know that you're thinking about them, or that you care. So much more important and impactful than some sweeping candlelit dinner on some Parisian terrace or something. look for the little things, and make those little things count. Would be what I would say in regards to romance. The big things have their place, but you need to be realistic, and you need to look for the little things, because the little things are what happen day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year, that will keep it going. The big things, they make the big memories, but they're not going to help you day to day when, I don't know, let's stereotypical example of 2.4 kids or whatever, 2 children both working full-time jobs, not the children, the parents, and those parents still want to try and be romantic and loving and caring for one another as well. It's the little things that they're going to be able to do to make it happen, not the big ones. But that's my 2 cents on romance, and that's the kind of thing that I try to encourage people to do when they say that they're losing a spark or whatever else. Don't go for the big things, go for the little things, go for the things that matter. And make sure you're both on the same page, because if one of you wants these big, grand, sweeping things and the other person is actually quite content with just doing the day-to-day, the person who wants the big, grand, sweeping, kind of perfectionist view of romance, that person isn't going to get it, and it's just going to cause things to break down. Make sure you're on the same page. Realistic view of romance. Big things for special occasions, sure, but otherwise just do the little things that matter, the little things that let the other person know that you care. But anyway, I hope you guys found that that little insight interesting at all. If it gave you something to think about, and so on and so forth, or if you like me talking about things like love and romance that are usually so subjective, but really and truly aren't that hard. I feel you just need to have that little bit of understanding and that little bit of capacity to open yourself up to going, actually, the big things, they are a bit impractical, but he always makes sure that I'm okay, or she always makes sure that when I get home, she asks about my day, and she makes sure that if I've had a shit one, that she gives me that time to cool off and relax before then we do whatever we need to do that evening. Just having that appreciation of doing the little things, but also accepting those little things as signs of that person caring for you and loving you. That's an important thing. That's the stuff that keeps relationships going for a long time. But yeah, anyway, I've gone off on a tangent again. If you found it all interesting, drop me a like. Otherwise, please subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.